in general, though, outside of Thrones Dragons, there's I don't know. It's a broad topic, really. If you move it in that direction,
Mm-hmm.
and Scream the Ghoul also I think agrees in that.
Oh, this is a very high quality GIF. Dang. Oh, if it loads.
Looks like Armin's noticed what we're doing.
Yep.
Ooh, very nice on the head shape.
Very Varanid, which makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, that works so much better than the first one. Boop, boop.
Okay, there's the GIF in other talk text. Oh, it's an image.
That's a gift.
Oh,
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, he
That-
is ugly.
a spiky, mangy arts and crafts project? I want to say,
Yeah, probably.
especially with the fingers, like
Yeah, the giant wing claws is some that
It's a choice.
a lot of people pointed out.
someone please trim that poor thing's nails.
Makes me wonder if they. Yeah, it's likely that they then do that for the dragons they have.
Yeah.
If these wing claws are that long, can you imagine having to sit
it's
with your giant 40-ton flying fire breather and just trimming its nails?
It's also odd because like I don't even the old dragons that have been semi-wild for a while don't have this. So like, did Sheep Stealer just get a weird gene that triggered these? Because like I've never seen claws on the wings of any of the other dragons aside from like the little walking ones.
No, maybe the dragon keepers just keep them up to date.
I could also imagine behaviorally, it's not hard to keep your wing claws trimmed if you just like
Oh yeah,
rake
true,
your wing over the ground over some rocks
true,
repeatedly.
true. I don't know why Sheep Stealer didn't do it. He's weird then.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
He's special.
Yeah, he might. And this is a big might, but he might have some little Thagomizer tail thing going on. Because when I was because when I was making his silhouette for the charts, I noticed going frame by frame that there seem to be two like prominent prongs.
Maybe. I
But
found a good side view photo. Well, really the only shot.
God, he's ugly.
Uh-huh.
I'll post a little chart thing, and then I'll go ahead and try and find a picture.
It also just might be just fucking dragon mange. Like there's something wrong with how the tissue grows on like the wings.
Yeah,
Mm.
It very well does sell like the decrepit look.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Wacky looking fella.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that well visible, but there's something weird with his tail.
Yeah, looks like it's got
Then
some
again,
spikies.
yeah, then again, everything's weird with this guy, so not that bizarre.
Hmm. See you later, square opossums.
See ya. See ya.
Right.
There we go. Colors coming in.
Very nice.
Ooh.
The bloodworm turning into more of a pink boy.
Caraxes if she was normal.
Why can't you just be fucking normal? Ah!
I mean, even in the sound, it isn't normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. His nose is fucked up internally.
Oh, I have an idea. I have a throwing this one out there. What are some of your least favorite dragon designs in popular media? Least favorite.
Ooh.
Favorite.
Least favorite.
I usually tend to just forget the bad ones. So,
The Witcher
Yeah, I was
in the
gonna
show.
say.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't mind the green dragon because that looks sort of alright. The gold dragon is fucking ugly.
The
I
fuck
rewatched
is that
the
supposed
Dragon
to
Hunt
be?
recently.
Yeah.
Especially when like dragons, like in The Witcher, are like dragons. Like I hate the D&D rot that has been. Like it has to have 6 wings, but we have a canonical idea for dragons in The Witcher. That's what the golden dragon is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
It's not a malnourished vampire bat.
That looks
I was.
heinous.
It's not a good design.
Yeah, I really don't like the. There's something like weird about its face. That it looks like the what's his face? The lizard guy from Spider-Man.
Yeah, the
Oh,
lizard.
yeah,
Yeah,
simple as a lizard. Yeah.
fr- from uh from like the last movie. He kind of had this type of face texture and lines. It's like
Yeah.
it kind of looks like it's very uncannily human.
Mm-hmm.
I think the green dragon actually isn't that bad from this angle, at least.
Because it's only seen from that angle. It doesn't have any other angles. It's just dead on the floor. I think.
Yep.
But yeah, no, like if you have a source material, follow your source material. Don't do just stupid things for no reason.
I think there might have been some budget issues.
That also.
Sure.
I can buy that because also a hexapedal rig is a lot harder to work with than a quadrupedal one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than this, I can't really think of an ugly dragon.
I remember there used to be like a time where every single piece of media with a dragon design in it just was kind of shit, and then it just shifted immediately.
Yeah, I just remembered some that I've blocked out of my memory largely. A good chunk of the dragons in the Nine Realms series.
Oh, Joshua,
Oh, those are awful.
Yeah.
Joshua, check the Akiro server. There's been some shenaniganery afoot.
What is happening here? I have to
Look at the
Like-
video.
Astronicus, I don't think How to Train Dragon 3's Toothless is that bad.
What have people done?
It's worse than the first, obviously, but it's
In general?
horrible.
In general, look at the video.
I just see the image of Yakuwas with the goat.
Yeah, look fucking modern day Jesus.
What is he doing with the goat?
Oh no. Oh no, the go-kart. What is he doing? What is he doing? We could have done that here too. We have some bobby carts still, I think.
What did you two end up doing? Like, you just went to the zoo on Sunday, right?
Yeah. And walking through the city and stuff. Botanical garden.
Munster is nice.
Yeah. We went into the dome. Stuff. Showing Yakuwas all the places you can still see
The
the
dome.
bullet holes from World War II. Why are there so many videos of Yakuwas being awkward, like in a sitting position? It reminds me of that video where him sitting in the bus in the zoo. It's like it has the
We
same
just
vibe.
couldn't get out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't do that much just because, well, StreamCon on the day he arrived, it was already late, so we just sat in the garden a little bit and then and had some food and stuff. Next day stream gone, and then it's already
Ooh.
Sunday, and we went to
You
the
have
zoo,
another,
and then
ugly
well,
dragon
next day
mission.
he's already packing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure how ugly some might think this is. I just think it's kind of meh, like not that interesting. But the dragon from Dragon's Dogma,
I know there
Not
are
familiar.
people who
Glory.
really don't like the dragon from
What the
Beowulf.
heck?
Dragon from who?
Beowulf.
oh Beowulf.
Yeah, I like Grigori purely because of what a malicious bastard he is.
Not gonna lie, I feel like that kind of has Fracas vibes.
The Dogma
Yeah.
one.
What's the dragon from Beowulf look like again? Oh yeah,
I
that
found
one.
some images. Let me post.
Oh.
Is the one from the animated one?
Yeah, the fully
don't
animated
mind
live
that.
action thing.
Yeah, I don't mind that one that much for some reason.
It's
A bit fun in the face, but I think that's alright.
kind of just
Vidax, how
lumpy.
dare you talk in stream materials? You should know better.
Did you post the Let Me In gif?
Yes.
Of course I
Oh,
did.
I
Usually-
am not that much of a fan of the live action Seraphina.
Yes, thank you for mentioning this.
That's right. I like the
Seraphina?
feather and leather wing combo, but
Oh,
other
you
than
mean
that-
Saphira?
Saphira, that's
Yes.
the one. Why did I think that?
I knew someone would mention that, and hot take here, I actually quite like it. as a fan
I
of the
like
books.
the feather and the leather wing combo. I thought that was quite unique.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. The wings are unique. There's something with the face that I don't care for.
What dragon is this? Oh,
Zafira
Saphira
from the
from
Aragon
I'm
movie.
not a big fan.
Inheritance
That's-
Cycle. It looks like the fucking water horse.
That's my main
does.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Also-
there's something. Just the snout is too mammalian. That's probably my own issue with it.
I'm okay with that. The the book cover also made it always quite mammalian. And
That's
in my
true.
own take on the design, I also put some of them that in there. Face could be better, but I'm okay with this. The biggest issue is the writing
Mammalian
in that
dragons
movie.
can really work, but that
If you do it well.
uncanny human-ish dragons I've not seen done amazingly well too often.
They are usually not.
Yeah.
No.
Oh god,
This
the
illustration
fucking,
in a random edition of the book on the inside does look kind of neat, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that
That
one
is
I really
nice.
like.
the fucking dragon shits, little dragon shits from what's it called? Sekira, the ones with human faces.
Don't think I have ever seen that.
I think you
Mm.
watched me play that game.
Ooh.
I did, but I
it's
don't
really
remember
nice,
that. And as I said, I tend to forget the bad designs because there's too many
Yeah.
bad things out there. So
No,
why
it's
should
a good
I?
design.
Hmm.
It's.
Oh.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
I like this Saphira design from someone over on Reddit.
Oh yeah, that's Bishop's.
Dreamfire?
That's not bad. I'm not a big fan of the proportions and the Windhound chest that many people give dragons. No
yeah.
big fan at all of that. That
I
that
I
always
think the head. Yeah, head. needs
that's
to
a
be
piece of
better,
mammalian anatomy that I cannot stand. um,
Sorry, what did I? Sorry, I was.
we are talking about like bad dragon designs in media, and
Yeah.
currently
What did you
Zafira
say?
is on the menu.
What did you say? Which part of the
The
mammal
the
anatomy?
dog-like chest.
Yeah.
I don't like that at
Yeah.
all. Looks always malnourished for me.
Who also.
At least I like the design from the movie much better than the vision of the actual author. Because a few years ago you could get like a statue of Saphira based on how Paolini described it to an artist,
Oh.
basically, and I do not like this. This is
Hmm.
way too vanilla D&D dragon for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I feel
not-
like it completely like lacks majesty with
Talking,
which with Saphira is described in the books.
talking about majesty.
Yeah.
This fucking dude.
Opening my version.
Also, I think we've all seen this one, but literally since I was a kid, like exploring the internet, this design of Safira was like always there pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
that stuff.
Someone on DA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a better design, I think. Like, it needs these very flowing lines and stuff to work.
Also,
And Yosh, yours looks really nice.
Mhm.
Which one's yours?
I just said it on stream.
Yep.
Oh, wait, maybe let me make a screenshot.
The stream. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, yours is really good.
hmm,
Yeah, I can't
definitely
open
has the
this
more
stream.
like Hunts
Which is-
vibes.
Filled out wings, my beloved.
Hmm.
Also, here I'm posting Bishop's Instagram page if anyone wants to have a look at their art.
Nah,
Mhm.
dragons are dragons. I don't really care about the specific
They have
terminology.
some. It's up to whatever the setting you're putting them in says they are, in my
Mhm.
opinion. So basically, word of the author for the author's specific world.
Hmm. Okay, now I'm curious. What do y'all think of this?
Where's
Ugh.
that from?
Ugh.
Looks scrungly.
Uh,
Oh,
it's from
I
a
don't
film.
like it.
I don't know why I had it like as a DVD for a while. I think that the dragon is meh. The movie is uh something.
Oh,
okay.
is it
It
one
is
of those like
something.
just creature horror films that like there's just random creature going around killing people?
No, it's
Okay,
like
because I remember there was one like that with
James
in Alaska. Sorry.
no, this is like what if you asked ChatGPT to give you the summary of Moby Dick and then made it into a B movie?
Hmm.
Bruh.
Oh, great.
This. Like it's this dragon is the only semi-interesting part of it.
Honestly surprising. From the top of my head, I don't think there's like an adaptation of Moby Dick, but with dragons.
I mean, this is I guess
I
that's
think there's kind of a little thing in that in was it Rain of Fire?
Ooh, I just want to say,
A little bit, yeah, with the
True,
whole
true.
like
A little
crystal.
bit of that is in there. A little bit of Ahab is in
I
the
mean, this
main dragon
movie is
hunter.
very literally that, but it's very unsubtle.
Mm. Also, you were saying, uh, Relax.
I think Rain of Fire is underrated.
So it's a fun
It's it,
movie.
it's a fun, decent movie. I really liked it as a kid, especially.
I'm looking at the designs from. Anyone remember the old show Dragon Hunters?
Yep.
No.
Look at some of their designs, and they're like, honestly, a lot of them don't look like dragons, but they're such fun, like fantasy
Yeah,
designs.
they took the thing of like every can be a dragon, and very much ran with that.
Good.
Basically,
As
in
you
that
should.
world, everything that is not a normal animal is a dragon.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, this guy. I don't even remember which episode this guy was from, but I love him.
What?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Not a big fan of those personally.
It's silly.
It was just a charming show.
Ah.
I
He's
think
fluffy.
overall, it might have been quite a bit of an inspiration for the How to Train Your Dragon series.
I could see it.
Hmm. Actually, speaking of that, which one of those are your least favorite?
Oh,
Ooh.
I don't much care for the Gronkle.
Hmm?
I don't like most of them. I'm gonna be
Hmm.
honest. I don't like the Gronkle, the Zippleback, and I'm also not a big fan of what they did with the Nightmare.
Hmm.
Funny enough, I think
I
the
think
Nether is an improvement.
Slight
I
improvement,
think
yeah.
I think Dynamo was asking in general, not with
Oh yeah, no,
I
not the
meant
remake. I
animated.
meant like the original material.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was going for the
Gronkle.
live action ones.
No,
No, no,
sorry,
no.
everything in the live action can burn and be forgotten.
Okay, no, I think what they did with the Zippleback is better. The Zippleback looks a lot better in the live action.
I do like
Are you
live action.
What?
Yeah,
No,
like the
I
finger
completely
necks
disagree.
really help.
Yeah, but the whole idea in the first movie was that they zipped the necks together.
Yeah, and it can still zip the necks together. I just think the necks were uncomfortably gangly in the animated movie.
It fits though.
It can fit all it wants. I think I prefer one to another.
I do like that the saddle of the Nadu now incorporates the horn as well.
I'm not a big fan for the original material of the Vermilion.
Okay, yeah, that no.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
true.
if we're talking about the original material, we're not actually talking about the original material.
Okay, yeah, first movie. I actually don't mind any of the designs in that. Toothless falls out of the bag a little bit, but still, it's the best iteration we have, so.
Still think the Night Fury could have looked better in the animated show.
I mean, they clearly
I
had
do
a
like
smaller
that
budget.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Never watch any except the first.
Second one is
Heresy.
arguably even better.
Arguably.
The opening is fantastic.
Hmm.
Like that when we go where no one goes, that entire sequence is fantastic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did I watch the second one? I don't remember. What happens in the second one?
Dragon hunter that is building up an army of enslaved dragons is coming for Berg.
That sounds familiar, but like I don't remember any scenes.
Do you remember the big, like, white dragons with the tusks that breathe ice?
No.
Maybe you actually haven't seen it
Shame.
then.
Do you remember the one big thing that happens in that film?
There are several
wouldn't
big
say
things that happen there.
There's
I
one
know, but
really big thing, but I don't know. My big issue with Night Fury is it's too cute.
Yeah, which is
It
why
was
the
made with marketability in
the first
mind.
version in the first movie is still the best because it
It is.
isn't
Yeah.
as
It
cute
is the
yet.
best.
The least.
Yeah.
It is the best out of all three of them. I think it could have been even better.
I mean, yeah.
It never once, like, because it is very clear that it's meant to be based off like a big cat, off a leopard or a jaguar.
Hmm.
It never gives that vibe. It never like hits that moment of just that dead-eyed unease, which is a shame, because leopards and like jaguars can be adorable.
Yeah.
But the
The
moment
most
they-
it hits
they-
that the most it hits that is that scene where Hiccup like cuts him loose.
Freeze him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the first scene. Like that's the first scene we see it.
Yeah.
For some reason, Twitch doesn't work for me.
Oh boy.
Shame.
Yeah,
Sad.
can't open Twitch in general.
Oh damn. Okay, I'm putting a little bit more grass on these rocks.
Nice.
Yeah, so Toothless doesn't really fit in with Rex's Dragon Song. I think just if Toothless had been just like less cutesy, and the fucking like the flaps, I really don't like the weird lobes it has on its face.
The ear flaps.
I think that's one of the most iconic elements of the design.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's fair. I just think I don't like that part of the design.
Oh, there. Never mind it personally.
I also like Toothless's design. I think it's cool. That's all I can say. I think it's cool. It's pretty good. It's
Okay, let's add a few gulls.
Ah. the better to roast them with.
He's gonna make him huge. Oh no.
Oh my. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's this. Yeah.
That's very large.
There are two
Somebody please.
options. No, there are two options. Either the gulls go in like sized properly, or the gulls go in very big, and Joshua secretly made him very small.
He went for the former.
Yeah, this looks about right.
About. Well, yeah.
With the upsize in the second season.
Hmm.
Main thing I've just noticed is Joshua just made him less spiky.
Rest in peace to the tail fan.
Not a big
Can I
fan of
see
the.
a
Not. I'm not
screenshot
a
of
big
what's happening?
fan of that tail fan.
Hmm.
But Joshua, it's basically a Microraptor but leathery.
Yeah, but that's a little bit too on the nose for me.
Touche. I mean,
Somebody
not that
please.
anyone watching the show would know that unless they were a nerd like
Can,
us.
can somebody maybe put a screenshot of what's happening because I can't open Twitch.
I'm
I mean,
posting a
Joshua's
screenshot.
basically done. He'll post it in a bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But if it makes, if it gives any context, it's Tim's wish, which is the entire reason we've been talking about dragons in the first place.
My God, but like I don't know what Tim's wish is.
You shall see.
You will recognize it still.
Hmm.
Patience, my friend. All be revealed.
I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking to an extreme level.
But why?
Because I need to submit something tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing it today, but I think it's more smart to do it tomorrow.
Okay, making the rats a little bit cooler. Okay. I think that's it.
The boy.
Yes.
Is a creature.
The creature feature.
Posting also in chat.
The creature.